Alright, now we can take it back. How's everyone doing? So, we're take 2. This is Minimal 21. I'm here with Gwigs, aka Tete, aka Le Castet, and we're here casting the finals for the Hidden Cup 2. So,
Yeah.
who we have here, we have General Warwick, as well as Kaynenke. So the thing about the Hidden Cup that's so fun is that we don't know who is who. So we're kind of guessing who these players are. Throughout the tournament, I've said everybody is Optimus because that's just, I feel like playing against Optimus is like you're playing against a random person. You have no idea what's happening. But
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead and get started because game 1, I believe it was Kaynenke that banned Bengal. So that makes Florida game 1. And then it's going to be a best of 7. And if you're ready, Tete, we can go ahead and hop in.
I am more than ready. I want to forget what happened during this World Cup final as soon as possible.
No spoilers, but something happened. In
Something had definitely happened, yeah.
something happened. So if you guys haven't seen the FIFA World Cup, you should go watch it right now or watch it after this.
Yeah, maybe later.
But we're gonna go ahead. So in 3, 2, 1, go, and we're off. So we have Conning K, who is playing the British, versus
General Warwick playing against Germany.
and Tete. You're pretty good at Germany, aren't you? They say you're like one of the best German players.
Some people said that. Some others said I'm a German one-trick pony. I guess it's a mix of both.
Okay. And then the nice thing about this map is that you start with a market. So Germany can get their H1 TP as well as Brits can get hunting dogs in H1 as well as still go for 2 manners. So
Yeah,
little
it's
bit boosted
definitely
eco early.
yeah, definitely a great building to start off for both of these civilizations. You could get hunting dogs as well as Germany if you get lucky with like an early 50 coin treasure or something like that around. As we see, General Warwick got 50 wood in the back of his base, so that's definitely something you could be considering.
hmm And for me, I think what would be telling is if this is Optimus, because either one of them could be Optimus in my eyes. But
Both of them, yeah. Could
if
be Opti playing versus himself.
I mean now Brit's building a trading post, so
Okay,
I don't know.
that's definitely interesting.
Now I feel like it's A's playing Brits. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see as it unrolls or unfolds. I think Optimus, if he is playing Germany, would like to go for a dock play. That's what I could
Yeah.
see happening from the German side of things. But we have
Yeah, that's also something a player like Ezad likes to do.
true. For me, I thought Ezad was Major Cooper.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought. But again, we will find out at the end of this series.
Yeah. We will have all the players revealed after the great finals.
hmm
Um, After yesterday's semifinals, still not 100% sure on who could be playing right now, but yeah, I am strongly suspecting like either Ezad or Opti to be playing. And as for the other player, I'm not sure yet. We'll have
Mm,
to see during the games.
okay. So this is actually a pretty early age up from Brit here. They went 16 bill and they got a trading post. I wonder if they're gonna do no. I was wondering if they're gonna do was it Greenwich time? The trading post card, but it looks like they have like a schooners idea.
Yeah, let's see if he decides to send that right away. It's kind of awkward to go for a water boom as Brits, as you need to like chop so much wood for obviously docks and boats and also manor houses to just keep up with the population space, and well, you might as well need some units to defend versus Germany. So
And as
perhaps we'll see the schooners later.
yeah, as I kind of suspected, there's a dock going down for Germany.
Middle of the map, very aggressive.
Fool me can't get fooled again.
Starting to queue a few fishing boats
Hmm.
as well.
I wonder if either of these players will use the natives.
What do we have on this map? Carib?
Carib in the middle, which makes your archers deal extra damage to villagers as well as 10%. And then also you have the Seminoles, which is another 15%. So you could get 25% on your crossbows or your longbows.
Yeah, definitely a great take for British. As for Germans, I mean, if he's stuck in an extended H2 play with the water boom supporting and having access to jacked crossbows with these upgrades you just mentioned, then yeah, perhaps it could be good.
So we have 700 wood coming in with 5 vills right after. So Brit has back-to-back shipments because they have the H1 TP. And then we have muskets in queue.
Yeah, slightly forward position, covering 2 big hounds, which is pretty good, and it's gonna get some line of sight as well with that. So going for a forward base, but not super aggressive either. We'll see what he decides to do with these first batch of muskets. It doesn't look like British player has been scouting much of what General Warwick is doing, so he has no clue about the dock.
Yeah,
and he has no clue about any German military building either.
He's getting some damage on those Uhlans, but he's gonna go figure it out now. Chasing away the Explorer as well, and then he's gonna use some pikemen just to probably park him on where his villagers are, so they don't get idled.
Yeah, which is a smart play for pikemen. It's not a huge resource investment, and definitely very good versus Uhlans. And they're gonna pay off instantly. You're gonna kill 2 of the Uhlans.
So both the Uhlans going down, and Musketeers ran into some crossbows.
Yeah, he's got 2 more Uhlans to snare them, so these muskets probably will go down. Nice micro, trying to get the snare but not take too much damage. Also a really good micro from Kaynenke. He's gonna kill 1 of the Uhlans. Oh, not quite.
Oh,
Never mind.
yeah, it was close.
General Warwick is a beast, but the pull trick? Oh, not quite.
Oh, do the pikemen see the villager? They do see the villager, which should, like, he should be suspicious that this villager did something out here.
Yeah, why is there a settler wagon over here? Unfortunately, he won't be scouting anything, but he should have a clue. Yeah, okay, now he's gonna see the dock.
Okay, there it is.
Double dock.
Yeah, so he almost missed the line of sight. Got some musketeers coming in, but they're gonna be pushed away by the crossbows.
Yeah, and the water boom is going pretty strong for Germany at the moment. 11 fishing boats on the field already. Does he have long lines? Not, gear nets? Not yet.
That probably should be his next. Like, he should probably cancel one of the fishing boats and get it. I think you want to do it when you have 9, I believe. I believe if you have 9 boats, then you want to get gill nets over training another boat.
Yeah, I think someone did the math. Probably kynesie.
I mean, 15.
Yeah.
Maybe it's 7. It is 7. Because 7, like 105. So 7 times 15% is 105. So you get a boat, essentially.
Oh yeah.
That's how the math works out.
So British is going quite low eco, but he's gonna get a strong timing right now with this 5 houses and 2 caravel shipment, trying to get these dogs down. And we see the crossbows being quite exposed there. There's a big reinforcing batch of pikemen, but they're
but
quite far away.
yeah, so he's pulling the crossbows to hop in a fishing boat, I think. But
Ooh,
he
that would be
can
really
snipe the
risky.
fishing boat. Oh, and also, oh, this is a really good fight. The caravels aren't quite in yet for General Warwick.
Now they will be, so they should be able to handle the enemy's caravel. But meanwhile, these hussars are chasing a settler wagon. Okay, settler wagon is gonna go down. It's all about trying to save these crossbows for General Warwick there.
One of the caravels does go down, so now General Warwick does have a caravel advantage, and he can protect the docks with just his caravels.
Yeah, and Kaynenke is trying to force this dock down, but he's taking so much damage from General's Warwick caravel. So, oh, but big batch of hussars is gonna catch and connect on the crossbows. Minutemen being called, but it's gonna be slightly late to save them.
And meanwhile, there was a 4 villager raid in British's base.
Wow.
So
Yeah, that's massive. A lot of things going on.
but I think this should be cleaned up. Like I think British should be able to kill everything that's in German's base. But there is also eight crossbows coming. Does pick a nice little villager
one more
pick.
hussar. Yeah, all the hussars have been dealt with, so the 8 crossbow shipment should be doing quite well here, especially with the 2 Uhlans and TC Fire behind that. But is there gonna be more hussars joining the battle?
There's one that is one's going down near the docks.
Okay, and a batch of packs being trained as well by General Warwick there. So all in all, the British push did some damage. He idled the water economy for a while, he idled the land economy for a while as well, and reset the German units.
I mean,
So even though...
both sides did kill about 4 vills, I think. Maybe more were killed by British. I don't. Maybe more in the water, but I think 4 land vills went down for both of them.
Okay. And we have Kaynenke edging to the fortress 8 right now. So decided to go for his timing and age up behind. So he should be able to reach fortress before Germany, who is right now sending 700 coin and preparing for an age up.
And
But,
Germany's hunting that last caravel.
Yeah, which is a good move, because right now Kaynenke is aging with the Admiral of the Ocean Sea, providing him an additional caravel. So yeah, trying to kill that that lonely caravel right now would deny any contest for the water for the time being. And as we can see, the score is pretty even.
It's dead even.
Oh, big raid as well, General Warwick. The pikes are gonna catch the Uhlans. So we killed about 2 Veers for 3 or 4 Uhlans. Which is okay, considering he's got water support. So he can kinda throw some Uhlans for some villager kills. Okay, he's gonna lose 2 more, but kill an additional Veil. And Germany is slightly ahead in economy right now.
And now Germany's going for batches of DOPS.
Interesting. Oh yeah, double Rex, double Sonus.
Which...
I wonder if he's gonna complete this batch or cancel it. Maybe it was just in case British tries to go for a second timing. No, he's committing to these dobs. Okay.
And Germany's up as well, so...
Ooh. One dob connecting to the Ezad, doing a lot of damage to them.
And Tete, I think you might be a little bit ahead. So I'm at 35 right now.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna pause for a bit.
40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 48, 49, 50.
Okay, perfect.
Alright. So, oh no, the Falcons are slowly working their way to the front line, but they're gonna take a while to get there. And
Oh
also
wow, unpacked, yeah.
the another DOP shipment, and then he's going heavy. So I feel like this is definitely an Optimus play where he just goes for a gigantic drag box army
With a lot of melee units.
with all the like. I mean, you can't really kill DOPs, and there's enough of them.
Yeah, is it gonna be enough though? He's got 11 tops. His Rex are being sieged. There's not that much anti-cav, but you know, a couple musketeers and 2 falconets could be just enough.
Yeah, I don't think that. I think it's good that the British player is going straight for the Raxes. And Germany has no population space.
Yeah, and he's only got a stable to produce units as well, and he's losing some crossbows. Okay, they're not the most. Oh, but a 2 Ulan flank on the falconets.
2 Ulans get take down maybe one.
Yeah, with TC
Oh,
fire and the Explorer as well.
Yeah, the Explorer does get it.
Okay, so one of the cannon going down.
And Brit's been just kind of bleeding out Hussars, like 5 Hussars for maybe like a Vil kill and a couple of Ulans. So it's Brit's army's pretty small and Germany's ahead in eco, so like Germany's almost macro to go to age 4.
Yeah, British trying to catch up, sending 8 villagers right now, arriving on the field, so he's got 59 villager in total, so his economy is not that bad.
Right.
For sure, but
like as the game goes on, I think Germany's just going to continue to get further and further ahead. Well, if Germany can
like
build
slow down
houses.
On the water boom, because he's got 21 already on the field. But yeah, he's gonna get a shipment soon, and yeah, he needs some population space, obviously. But something like Black Riders would be really good here. He only has Jaggers in deck now.
And that's what's coming through.
Jaggers stops. That's definitely scary.
And they're a
Just
vet pikemen.
find a way to kill this remaining cannon.
In the 7 pike raid. Just typical
That's such an Optimus thing to do.
just your typical 7 pike raid.
Yeah.
Now the war wagons could be used to snipe down that falconet. If he gets another batch of 5, like war wagons do good against pretty much everything that the British player has.
Yeah, I agree, especially when the British army is mostly composed of musketeers and a couple of hussars. And some veteran pikemen.
And looks like that falconet's gonna go down.
Yep. One cannon for 2 war wagon, which is not a bad trade for Germany.
No, I mean it's 600 resources for 500, so.
It would be a huge trade though. Kaynenke making moves on the top of the map.
Right, going for a big raid. But he's got to be careful. Like 5 DOPs and 5 war wagons are popping out. The DOPs are coming in behind.
Oh, he's gonna lose all his hussars. Or most of them at least.
I mean, he got what? 1 Vil and a settler wagon?
Yeah, for the price of
Like 8?
7 Huss, maybe more.
Oh, the arsenal and the wall. Oh, quick wall, not quite in time.
A good effort though. Yeah, an arsenal. What is he gonna make with that? Researching infantry breastplates for the double saunders, I assume.
Yeah, he's got 17 DOPs, so.
And counter infantry rifling.
Like,
Beautiful dry box micro, by the way.
of course. I'd expect nothing less. But now there's a bunch of longbows coming out, which they'll fare decently against the Jaegers.
Yeah.
But they need like
mass
10
enough of
more.
them.
Yeah, he needs like 10 more so that they can actually sit and fire.
Yeah,
And
Longbows is what he needs right now, and General Warwick being aware of that, upgrading his Ulans and shipping 9 right now.
but there's already 9 dragoons on the field, and there's about to be 5 more.
Yeah, also some veteran musketeers.
He's already killed 2 of the Jaegers.
Yeah, definitely a good trade, and he's taking a native training post as well. So, you know, if this game drags on and we reach late H3, you know, with longbows upgrades, cavalry combat, and having access to superior units, basically, British might be okay.
Mm-hmm. Crossbows could be cleaned up.
But that's a big Ulan switch there, 14 Ulans.
But I think there's enough goons here.
Yeah, but if they are out of position, which one dragoon was left behind, so this dragoon is gonna die. But just getting the information is actually super valuable.
Right. He sees the Ulans and says, "Over here, guys."
The Dops! If they connect with the dragoons,
It's gonna be close.
yeah,
They got one
looks
swing.
like the dragoons are gonna get away. So a lot of Ulans died, but a lot of dragoons died as well. So an even trade probably.
Yep, they're gonna get out. And just Havoc on the left side. But Brits are doing pretty well to clean up all these Ulans. Like nearly all the Ulans are gone, but dragoons are running into Dops.
Ooh, oh, they're all gonna die. They're all dead. Oh, they're stuck in the trees as well. Oh, plus 17 everywhere.
Perfect for the German player. And
yeah, second town center for British.
I mean, he has 1600 wood. He's over here floating tons of wood. I mean, maybe drop a. I don't know.
I mean, I don't hate the TC at all, for sure. He's securing some map control, getting line of sight as well, so he can gather hound safely on the left side of the map.
Right. He does have refrigeration, so he can, like, he does have food income, but he just doesn't have places to gather food. Like, he really wants that hunt section in the middle, like up where both the armies are.
Oh, looks like we're gonna get a big fight here. Heavy infantry combat shipment coming in for German as well. So these Dops are gonna be hella strong if they can connect.
Oh, the pole trick.
And he's got 34 of them. That's insane.
Like, Brits don't have a hit and run unit. Like, Musketeers, sure, but they don't do that well.
Many more musketeers. He's got some pikemen though. They could be somewhat sacked to body block, but the Dops are connecting with the longbows, and it's gonna be a slaughter.
Yeah, everything's gonna go down.
Some good sporting fire in the back. Oh my god, okay.
He just got a little too close to the Dops. And you have 10 more coming out from Germany. But there are like a good amount of longbows here if the Musketeers can hold the front line for long enough. But no.
It looks like they won't be able to,
Yeah.
so Kaynenke has to kite, but meanwhile he's losing some villagers to the Ionans on the left side, and it's a tough spot to be in because you just don't have the unit that counter Dops. You need a massive musketeer to deal with that, basically.
Yep. And even the longbows getting in melee again. Like, it actually might be a good idea to tank with the villagers, because they do have melee resist, but...
Yeah, he's losing quite a lot there.
And GG is called. Because at the end,
Damn,
they were both even.
Resigning.
Wow. And Kaynenke did have more resources. Like, they were pretty even in villager counts for most of the game. Military population back and forth.
Yeah, really good game. Really close toward the middle section. British had a lot of momentum with the two cannons, but eventually German being able to, like raid the lot, establishing some map control, and having that insane water eco in the back of it, just working for him. He's got 21 fishing boats, most of them on whales, and being able to pump batches of 10 double solners every 40 seconds or so, and getting that huge mass to steamroll the British army.
Yeah, I mean, they both, if you look in the middle, like the villager section, like it is like 2 or 3 going down every few minutes. And then even fighting later on, there were some raids that came into the back of the base, which I don't think they paid off. Because those raids on the,
No, the hussars, yeah, they died instantly. The dragoons as well. That was a batch of 10 dragoons, maybe more, dying to dubs.
yeah. And so it's just, those are expensive units that kind of are going down.
Well,
Not for free, but for,
hussars wouldn't really be useful versus that German composition, but dragoons could still do things, yeah.
mhm.
Could kite, could perhaps raid a bit more later on.
And really, none of, like one of the things that you like to do against Germany is go raid the gold mines. But at no point did Germany need to go to the gold mines because they had
Hey,
whales.
yeah, you don't need gold mines when you have 20 boats on gold.
But GG, so
Yeah, definitely a good first game.
let's go to see what the score looks like. It looks like 1-0, but there's a few things that we're going to change.
Okay, after this German gameplay, I'm getting really suspicious on General Warwick. That reminds me. I mean, I know 2 players who really enjoy that kind of strats.
I mean,
But we'll see later on how he keeps on playing.
alright. I think that was the only thing I needed to change.
General OTZ. Yeah, these were the 2 players I was thinking about. Both of
Right.
them like that German Dobbs water play. So
It's either, right. It's like a, excuse me, like an Optimus or Ezad kind of play. I think Yukietty's been doing it as well. But so we
yeah,
have,
it's an OTZ strat for sure. But I mean, could be anyone doing it as well. It's not only a luxury for EZ and OT.
but so we have game 2 is, I believe,
As for Kaynenke, I have no clue. This British game was pretty standard in my opinion and doesn't really give many information, at least for me.
I mean, I want to think back on some of the series played earlier. Like, so Brits is one that they've played a lot of. I think they know that they're playing against, in my opinion, Optimus because of the Spain ban.
So who would be Optimus for you, General Warwick?
Oh yeah, I have, I'm like 99% sure that's Optimus now.
Okay.
Unless it's Ezad.
The build order with the crossbow starts, I'm really getting EZ vibes.
Yeah?
The mass ops, that's more opti. So I don't know, honestly. Could be either, could be none of them. We'll
Right. I
have to
mean,
see later.
Ezad also. Ezad also goes for like when he gets an eco advantage, he likes to go for those melee, like one big fight with superior melee units.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's definitely good versus longbow dragoons, right?
I mean,
So
yeah,
also very good
because
versus even
pretty
like
much
the
anything.
yeah, a lot of tops with upgrades. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they just mow down everything. Um, but we're already ready for game 2, so we're gonna go ahead and open it up.
Yeah, let's go.
And we'll put the score up there. And now we have General Warwick playing as Brit. And actually, I have no idea who anyone is. Well, actually, I still think Optimus is General Warwick, but Kaynenke pulling out India.
Okay, interesting.
So
I'm actually extremely confused about this player. Because the way he played yesterday and casted a couple games, I don't know if you were able to catch the last two games of the yesterday's semifinals.
no,
Did you see the game with the spies?
Kaynenke played spies and went agents, I heard, or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. With bots. And then playing very standard British last game. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
All right, are we ready to jump into this one?
Yeah, ready when you are.
All right, so go in 3, 2, 1. All right, so we have Brits versus India on Central Plains. I want to see Optimus do the TP play with the British.
You're really convinced that that he's up tier, right?
I 100% this is Optimus. It's gotta be. I mean, it's
This
all
is
of his
also
synth pools.
an Opti. I don't know. Opti would like to. Opti plays like India on his map as well as British, obviously.
Hmm.
I don't know.
So
This is really confusing.
if it's Ezad would go for like this Sholin temple over here,
Mm-hmm.
and then make some of the Rattans and just raid with the Rattans.
With what chief? British
With
or India?
I mean it's either, but I think he would definitely do it as British if he was General Warwick. Because I don't think
Mm.
he's Kaynenke. Because I don't think anyone would let India go through for Ezad.
Okay.
So
Big mind games there.
and
And trading post out for Kaynenke actually.
yeah,
Interesting.
did he get a wood treasure? General Warwick got
Didn't
food.
pay attention, but
No. So General Warwick got food and wood, but Kaynenke didn't get. He got XP and some coin. But the other thing is that General Warwick is going for 3 manor houses. And then they
also
have.
interesting. Um, so how would you value the TP start as British nowadays? Because it feels like versus India, you might lose it very early.
I think versus India, you don't need to do it. And like I feel versus India, you can just do like 10 Musketeer FF
Hmm.
and then get a timing push to burn down the aggro before like sea jellies come through. And then you're kind of putting India, like India doesn't get to boom how they want to. And
Yeah.
and then you can kind of be a little bit ahead in eco and then go into longbows. But I don't know. The matchup has changed a good bit with new stuff coming out.
Okay. Yeah.
So
I feel like it used to be very British sided.
it did because I think British had options, but now I think
Yeah.
Brits kind of you can't really VC anymore, and so India is kind of
I feel like VC is just not the way versus India. I feel like you want to get to H3 as soon as possible, and like steamroll with momentum that you get with your early H3 shipments.
there's
While
a
India is struggling to either pressure you or go for a semi-FF on their own.
and there's a Carnimata coming down.
Oh wow. Hey, uh, never mind. I guess I haven't played this game for too long, and I'm not aware of the meta anymore.
I mean, I guess you can do this.
Only mana versus Brits. I feel like if I see that as Brit, I'm going 200 mana pop.
I mean, you can even just start
Or
being aggressive as
Shaolin.
Brit.
Shaolin Temple. Hmm.
Ah, dude, it's Ezad.
Hmm. Interesting.
It's Ezad versus Optimus.
Okay, so going aggressive Brits versus Colony India with Rat and Shield is going to be good. I feel like.
Like, this is going to be really good because he's going to have, I mean, he's already up. So he's already training units, and units are going to be in the base, and there's no racks going down. You don't want to send 5 Seaboy first.
Yeah, never.
And, I mean, he can just make 10 Rattans. Like, all of his resources should go. Oh, there's a wall coming down.
Yeah, I think he saw the native TP on the UI and was like, okay, I'm just gonna wall my base, chop a tactical house in the front, and trying to prevent the
Wow.
Red and Shield to get in. That's good base building. Really like it.
So he will get in over here, and there's a racks coming down, but I mean, these are like Coyote warriors. They're just gonna sit in there, and they're probably gonna go into cover mode and just sit under the town center, keeping the racks from going up.
Yeah.
And foreign
Slowly
logging going
building it,
first.
but
So India has no units coming out for at least like 40 seconds. There's the cover mode.
I like that play though with the foreign logging. Okay, switching to 300 export now, which really
No,
dislike.
he finished it, and
Oh,
he's shipping.
yeah,
This is number 2.
okay.
So yeah, just going super greedy. Gonna go foreign logging, drop down a consulate. Has most of his market techs already.
Yeah, so he's going extra greedy and British just applying some pressure, but going pretty greedy himself in the back of it. He was already on 110 mana pop, chopping a few more in the market as well.
Alright, 700 wood, 600 wood, 5 villagers. So, I mean, it's pretty much full greed from Brit behind this.
Yeah.
And just being annoying. Mostly just causing idle time, but now that the sepoys are out, I'm pretty sure that'll be the end of the pressure.
Yeah, I mean, you can still run around a bit and force India to do things, you know, like disturb his macro and stuff like that, but yeah.
But look at the, like, map hacks that British has. Like, just across the middle, there's already manors going up. Like, at every single hunt, almost, there's a
That's such
manor.
an opti play to, like, drop manners everywhere on the map to get line of sight.
I like how people are going for a church now. Like, almost every single game so far I've seen, there's been like a church for the European players, just because of the little XP trickle that it gives.
The, do you take buff hits?
It's
0.7?
yeah, so
Wasn't
it's
it 0.5 before?
I think it was 0.5, and then they've slowly buffed it over time. So it's almost the exact same as building a TP, but it's safe
Yeah, that's yeah, very good. Okay.
because it's like 75% of the cost, and it gives 70% of the XP. And you get to put it in base, and eventually you can get the line of sight techs, which are nice for British.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you have
Even the
buildings all over the place, and your longbows benefit a lot from it as well.
yeah, the line of sight is definitely insane for British, and that's exactly what he's getting right now. Gaslighting.
Gaslighting. Very good tech. Also very good if you want to be a politician. And
Yeah.
India's aging.
Yeah, went for the greedy play. With Trickle, 300 export, 700 coin, back to back with the training post.
And
So it's gonna be H3 really early, but it will also be far behind in economy.
He's trying to get some raids going with these consulate Huss. But there's a stable going down. There's also rat and shields running around, so he's got to be careful. He'll get 2 vills?
Rumelot, sorry. Trying to pronounce it. Yeah.
They're just Huss to me.
They are slightly worse, I feel like.
No, they have
More HP, but less attack.
but they have 1 rate of fire.
Oh.
So they attack.
Never mind, they're pretty good at raiding, yeah.
They attack super fast and apply snare faster, which is the big piece. And even in a standard fight versus Huss, I think they destroy Huss because of how quickly they attack.
Oh, and with the auto upgrade as well. But that's a lot of units. India has to be careful there. I think it's got enough sepoys with the Mahouts and potential Minutemen to be okay.
And just going straight for British East India Company.
Wow.
So going for the scaling move.
Yeah, who needs disciplined sepoys?
Jeez. No, I mean it's sepoys who are stronger anyway than musketeers versus, and I mean those cav are still alive, just snaring all of the rat and shields, and all the rat and shields are gone. What are
Yeah,
these?
it looks like
Why do these Minutemen have 1.5 versus heavy infantry now?
why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like India just didn't have enough defensive options right now. You know, like 3 sets of Minutemen plus an aggro fort is not enough. So
I mean, I think it's
buffing
just.
the Minutemen is just.
I think that's just the Ottoman thing now. Like they changed the Ottoman Minutemen so that they're like this, which have multipliers against mercenaries and heavy infantry. And I guess it just auto applies to auto applies to the consulate as well. And
Yeah, looks like it. Oh,
so 4 more of
more,
those Huss coming out.
yeah, looking. Perhaps trying to snare this small musketeer army.
So he's doing a good job of nice little pull trick to pull the formation to the front. Meanwhile, raiding as well down at the bottom, just looking for some straggler vills. He's gonna find 3. He's gotten 1 so far, while kind of cleaning up top as well, and going for some vills. He's just gonna get the 1.
Yeah, it's getting a lot of momentum now that he reached the fortress edge before General Warwick.
And
Beginning to clean up, getting your TVLs,
General Warwick
putting the pressure on.
almost there, but cleaning up this little raiding party down at the bottom, and now he's in age 3. But Mahout's finding some more villager kills, so it's 46 to 38. And if you put the trickles together and the Carnimata, I think India's ahead in eco.
Yeah, that's exactly where you want to be. And
Oh,
the
Mahout's
British sending 8 settlers, and Kaynenke is sending 3 Mahouts. So a huge power spike incoming for India.
the villagers did a good job of taking the Mahout for the longbows, but still just kind of picking off vills one at a time. The British villagers are just everywhere.
Yeah, did a really good job at expanding on the map. But oh, did 3 Mahouts just sieging the training posts now?
Oh, and we got Tabin over on the right hand side killing a vill.
Really
Or
nice micro trick.
Or Lord Raphael. That's who it was.
Yeah. Some would say Lord Raphael, some would say Tabin, some would say I'm better than Tabin.
I've heard some people say they're better than Tabin. And now India's going for a trading post. One thing about these native trading posts is because they're not the European ones, they actually give an XP trickle.
Okay.
It's like 0.35, but it's still
Interesting.
something. And Brits Brits are getting the old runaround.
Yeah. Mahout's bullying some Veers under the British contender.
Some longbows come in, but that's not what you want versus Mahouts.
Yeah, and elephant combat as well for Kaynenke.
It almost looks like we got Sampu.
Yeah, it looks like Somali tactics, you know, a lot of sepoy raids.
Sepoy raids. Mahouts killing musketeers.
Yeah, AFK sepoys in their barracks, but we're just missing 3-town Sanders, and then I would have high Sampu suspicions there.
Yeah, he doesn't need those 10 sepoys. Oh, sepoys just do a little 360 around the Cholin tempo, going right back into raiding bills. At some point, I hope he recognizes that he's got 10 sepoys just hanging out.
I don't know. He seems to be quite a drag box enjoyer. Not sure if he uses the select all of units of all types hotkey.
I mean, that's a scary amount of longbows. Using Mahouts just to clean up some of these manors for some XP. And now we have Yorumi coming in. I wonder if he has Elephant Combat. Elephant Combat's already in.
Yeah, he's ready with Mahouts. That's interesting. Oh, mixing his own Radin shields as well. This guy would do good versus longbows in melee.
Yeah, and I mean, there's nothing to tank for these longbows, so the sepoys just win.
Oh, and the Mahout flank.
Mahouts from behind, and that's GG. Wow. So it's 1-1 now. Now I think Optimus is Kaynenke, and General
Yeah.
Warwick is Ezad.
Super solid India gameplay there.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to build any units. I think he built just four sepoys, and used that to hold off any aggression for 8 minutes, and then went up to age 3. So, got to be greedy as much as possible, and this was the thing, like, British got to 51 villagers at 10 minutes, and then they never got above that. So every single time they would come back and try to get above it, but there were just Somali tactics going on.
Yeah, that's not the position you want to be in as British. Yeah.
Yeah, he was behind in an age. He was slower to age up. Just an interesting
Yeah.
game. Interesting the way it panned out. And as you can see from the combat XP, India definitely won. So what we're going to do is actually... Oh, I think we have to wait. Because I think they just started the game, so it's going to take a second before it actually... before we're able to see the game.
Okay.
But they said they started it a minute ago, so in 2 minutes we'll be ready. So we'll just switch back to the other screen. And it was... What was that last game? That last game was General Warwick played as the British, and Kaynenke played as India.
Yeah, indeed.
And we don't know what game 3 is yet. We know it's being played on Grancheko. So Grancheko is a no TP map. What else? It's an India map.
And
So
Chaco, yeah. It's a good Japan map as well.
India, Japan, Russia, maybe
Yeah,
maybe Dutch, but I don't think either of these players play Dutch. So I think it's gonna be General Warwick playing India, and then Kaynenke playing either Russia or Japan. I don't know if you like to play Japan against India. But that's gonna be my guess. My guess would be India versus Japan on map 3. But we'll see in a few minutes. There could be Russia. It could be General Warwick could play Russia instead because he figures Kaynenke is gonna go Japan.
India, Japan, very interesting.
But I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll have to wait and see. But this would be my guess. India versus Japan.
Okay.
Because what other maps do we have?
Hmm.
Pampa Sierra, is that? I mean, that's a good India map as well. Because you probably want to play India either here or on Pampa Sierra.
If General Warwick is who I think he is, then, pulling your main save right now would be kind of good, I think. 1-1 in the series.
Mm-hmm.
When you have the India
But you're
on
right.
a good India map. Yeah.
You're right. Optimus, I think, is Kaynenke, and Optimus would not play Japan here. Optimus would save Japan for something goofy.
Hmm.
But what would Optimus play against it? Russia? Russia versus Japan? Or Russia versus India? I don't know. Hopefully we don't have to do any more guessing because there's the game.
Yeah, indeed. And we were not far off. But it looks like General Warwick is going to indeed lock in India.
Okay, I thought that.
And Yankee is going for Dutch.
What? What? Who is Kaynenke?
Who the hell is Kaynenke? That's what everybody's wondering right now.
Alright, I have it paused. So it's India versus Dutch. Dutch. There they are. And we're going to go ahead and hop in. So, you ready, Tete?
Yep, more than ready.
3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Game 3. It's tied 1-1. With Dutch versus India. What do you think? How's this matchup? Who do you like?
Dutch or India? I don't know what that means.
Okay, Tabin. Alright.
Somebody got his references locked down. Okay, good to know. Did they change anything about Dutch recently, apart from the villager skins that
They
are not called merchants for some reason?
they did. So originally on DE, Dutch started with a food crate.
Oh, don't forget to remove the overlay when you can.
Oh, yes, that would help. Now you guys can see. Welcome. This is the game we're watching. Nothing really happened. India got 6 llamas, which is typical because they have 2 scouting units that are very fast, and Dutches are a little slow. Plus the pawn spawned a little bit closer to India. So,
Hey, um, I'd rather play Dutch versus India from what I remember,
Mhm.
but India with llamas, aka basically a free training post,
Yeah, it's
can
about.
be a problem long run for Dutch.
It's not quite a TP, but it's 0.6 of a TP, and that's a nice little pickup, little 40 coin for Dutch. I think it's a little bit harder for Dutch, especially now since Dutch doesn't have the extra 100 food. So you do have to get a couple of treasures to make sure that you get that idoless age up. And then even
Mm,
then, you're still kind of a little bit slower on getting that first bank down. But they have reverted the change of Dutch banks are back to 140 XP.
okay. So yeah, if you get the really good age one, then you get basically EP Dutch.
Right.
Uh, it, that can be ridiculously strong if you get your idle SH up early bank, and it snowballs into 3 or 4 shipments back to back, and that's where Dutch really shines.
Yep. So Dutch is going to be waiting just a few seconds. He could have eaten a llama, or both of the llamas, to age up on time and then get that bank down early, which we'll see if he does or not. And then India, who knows what India's going to do? We thought we knew what India was going to do last game, but then they pulled out a Carnimata.
Yeah, Kanimana FF with a couple of sepoys. So we'll see what he decides to do. I think there's two main ways to play that. You either go forward aggro and try to put some pressure, and or go for a timing push when Dutch tries to age. Or you
No.
go for a greedier approach with the county meta and maybe a stable starts, and go for like Soul or Zambarak, try to idle Dutch a little bit.
Not in the Optimus versus Ezad match. You go Carnimata every time.
Yeah. Okay.
A market. Okay, interesting. So Dutch is building a market instead of going for the Oh, that's pretty
Is he
nice.
gonna buy 100 wood?
He did. He bought 100 wood because he had extra coin just by running around and getting treasures.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like essentially you got a free market from treasures in H1.
Yeah. Definitely a good play.
And then he's gonna have.
And he's got 50 wood for hunting dogs as well if he wants to.
Mhm. So there's no villager out on the map, so there's no kind of forward aggression from Dutch. As well, India just herding in hunts, building up a market now, getting some market techs.
Yeah, looks like both players are going quite greedy.
And it's really cool here. So India's going for civil servants first because all of his villagers are on wood, and that's the one that buffs up wood. So instead of getting hunting eagles or blanket or blanket filters, he
Mm-hmm.
decides to go for the one that actually can help him in transition. And then later on he'll add on these other techs, but it's just
Yeah.
optimizing that time in transition.
Especially since Civil Servant is actually the slowest market take you can research. Both hunting eagles and blanket filters are much faster to research.
Hmm. So now that he's kind of done with that transition period, he's going to switch bills back to food and coin and pick up those other
Mm-hmm.
techs.
And we see stable going up for General Warwick.
Of course. What else would... Why would you not go Sours versus Dutch?
I'm kind of bad at raiding, but yeah.
And the Dutch player, they actually went for a church first. Or
Church, front bank, and bank wagon, and the barracks and the market. I feel like this is an ideal spot for Dutch to be in. He's got
4
his main
banks.
infrastructure set up, aka 4 banks plus the racks, but he's also got the extra market and church.
Yep. So he just got hunting dogs, but that's fine. Like, you don't need to fully invest into steel traps. So I like this from Dutch so far. Like I do like the church because it just helps. And now he's sending 700 coin. So he's gonna almost all
Wow.
vills be on food. Oh, he is gonna
Okay,
pick
so
up the explorer.
he queued skirms, and so the Sawas switch to pike unit instantly. I feel like he can, yeah, buy 100 wood, finish this batch of pikes, and try to go to the fortress age as soon as possible.
He buys the 100 wood, but he goes for steel traps instead. I mean 3 is fine.
I think it's alright, yeah. With TC Fire, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah, he doesn't want TC fire, but I I think this will just be fine. Like 3 is enough. There, you need like 8 sours to kill 3 pikemen. So
Yeah. It looks like India went for 300 exports and researching now the Ottoman villagers. And following up with 700 coin.
so India will be a little bit late to age up, but I think their eco is just about the same. Dutch is sitting at 34 vills right now, with if you include the banks. And India will be at 2930, and then they have both the trickles, so 36, roughly.
Yeah. Looks like Kaynenke is doing a good job at preventing these solos to get much done. Just a couple pikes in TC Fire support.
Right.
Is he close to aging? Yeah, he's already aging actually.
Yeah, he sent the 700 coin and just needed to gather that, and now he's aging. And now,
Yeah. Dripping a stable. Bit of an exposed spot for that stable,
but there's nothing really to harass him. He does have some Zams coming across, but those aren't. Those might be able to deal with the pikemen, but by the time they get
they're a
here,
bit far.
like Reuters are about to be coming out.
Yeah. What do you guys touch here? I assume. Okay, yeah, 9 Reuters trying to apply pressure with them is good, and the other school would be 1k wood. You just go full greed, 5 bank, you know, more military buildings, small market upgrades.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Dutch being on a timer here. Like, I think India does outscale, and
Yeah.
so with this timing window, I think he can go get some damage done to the economy. So if you just
Yeah, you
train
can haggle a bit for sure.
like 12 or 15 Reuters, you know that India went stable first. So
Yeah.
he's not going to have any infantry there to defend, so you can just go and find the wonder, sit underneath the wonder, keep it from doing the fast age.
Yeah. And it's exactly what General Warwick is doing right now. Some Gurkhas being trained, but 5 of them is not gonna be quite enough.
And he can clean
There
up
comes the
this.
Raiders. Easy fire and the infantry support, plus the threat of Minutemen. I don't think Kaynenke will be able to achieve much with these Raiders, but
I think he has another 5 coming across. I mean, he has 16 of them, so he should be able to clean up these Gurkhas if he gets close enough.
yeah, it's trying to maximize the DPS on the Sawas, which I like a lot. But yeah, just taking a good trade without being anything crazy.
Yep.
And India reaching the fortress age at 10:20, respectable time considering he went quite greedy with the Kanimata and the Ottoman
And this
villages.
is, I want to say this is a play that I see Ezad doing all the time. These 3 consulate Huss running over here. Like every time Ezad does this.
Yeah.
So
Every time.
I'm leaning towards General Warwick being Ezad.
I don't like it versus Dutch, because most villagers are safe for a long period of time.
But I mean, he is getting a pick here, so he does have one.
He's getting one. In this case, you mentioned the rate of fire. Yeah, they can easily kill one villain deep out, you know. And going for big ring play here.
And I mean, they They just have map hacks because their Ottoman consulate gives them extra line of sight, so
Right.
they always find a way to get out. I don't understand this from India though. Like, sure, he saw the 5 Hus, but if he just goes, I guess he has enough Gurkha that he can.
Yeah, I think then Zambrex makes total sense here.
Okay.
Just playing it safe. You've got the range infantry, mass, and advantage. And, you know, you send 9 Zams, you upgrade them, and with the 6 you have, you're pretty much safe from Hussars for a long period of time.
So
Even getting the Mansabar one.
before the Mansabdar Gurkha.
Yeah.
And what else is Dutch doing? Like, they've been doing this cav play, so they have 8 Hus and 21 Reuters, but they're
Using so many of them now to the Gurkhas.
yeah, just getting some free shots off. 6 going down?
Yeah.
And maybe another one to the Zams?
I think cavalry combat now.
Like, cavalry
And,
combat's good, but look at the scores. The scores are just widening.
Yeah, because Dutch on full banks, he didn't get the damage he wanted with these early 9 Reuter shipments. And
Going
yeah, as you
double.
were mentioning, India is just self-scaling at this point.
Yep, going double stable, which double stable Reuter though.
Yeah,
Oh.
double stable.
There is a catch on the right side, but the town center is still gonna be built.
Okay, I'm getting more and more Ezad vibes there. The Ottoman Hussars raiding, and then the town center on the side.
I mean,
But Gurkha Zambrag doesn't really feel like Ezad-esque.
yeah,
You know
but
what I mean?
there's sours, so
But the Dragbox does, so I don't know.
there are 7 sours, so I feel like it could be, and they're getting upgraded. East India Company coming in, then probably the next 2 cards will probably be the camel attack. Oh.
Yeah, he's already got British East India Company.
Ezad
He's
raid
stacking
getting picked
food,
off.
so maybe he could go for 3 Mahouts.
Yeah, but
I'm not sure. Maybe a Euromies as well.
no, he
lot
needs
of
some
things.
time because he's only halfway to that shipment. Yeah, he has like
Yeah.
the llamas, but that shipment's not going to come in for probably like a minute or so. What do we have? Eco's a little bit in favor of India. It's 48 to like 55, 56. We do have the 1K wood coming in now, so
What are we going to see with that? I think cannons would be what Dutch wants, but he's going for an arsenal first.
I wonder if he
With
knows that he
3
can get a
pikemen
5th
raid.
bank. Where's bank number
Yeah.
5?
Where is it?
He has the resources for it, but
He's going cavalry cuirass.
that's good.
He's got 14 sauce, but
I mean, he has the macro. He just needs that house to come up, then he can start another 2 patches. There you go.
I know this is gonna sound really bot-ish.
There's
but
the
I
bank.
feel like the Hussar play just doesn't work at all versus India, and I think you have to just outskirm India.
I agree. That's how I play it. I like double racks and then just get all the skirm upgrades and try to
Yeah.
beat Gurkhas that way.
Do you also go like 1K wood, 5 banks infantry combat?
About that, yeah.
Yeah,
If not, it's like double racks, 8 skirm, 7 skirm, so that they never get like the skirm advantage and then get the upgrades.
right. Yeah.
And now we have I think this is Ezad because he got double sour production and the Mansibdar sour coming in.
Looks
Camel
like it's go time for Dutch.
camel damage just came in, and a fort coming in.
Yeah, full. I'm not sure that's exactly what he wants, because it looks like he's trying to take a fight, and I feel like he wants a unit upgrade instead, but
Ooh.
yeah, this is not good at all for Dutch.
Yeah, a lot of the Reuters went down beforehand. The Huss are gonna tank for a decent time, but that's exactly where they want to be for India, so that they can rip through. The Zams just rip through all the Huss, and all the Huss are essentially
Yeah.
gone.
All the most of the Sawas are gonna die as well, but a trade like this is just super good for India, because
Yeah.
Sawas are much cheaper than Hussars, obviously.
Much cheaper. There's nothing to deal with the Gurkhas. The skirm mass is bigger. The Zam mass is bigger. And all the skirms are essentially gone. But there is a little raid coming in, but it's being caught.
Oh wow.
The fort
Huge
goes
reinforcing
down.
batch. Oh no.
And yeah, it's just looking like Dutch didn't accomplish enough early age 3. And India just outscaled them.
Yeah.
And now this is exactly where India wants to be, just Gurkha versus Reuters. And it's kind of looking like all she wrote.
Yeah, Dutch struggling to gather resources as well, and yeah, Kaynenke is resigning.
So this was a good game, but it also makes me question the two people's Civ bans. Because General
Which
Warwick
were
banned
Spain.
Spain and China.
Okay.
I don't really know Optimus or Ezad to play China.
Uh, yeah. The Spain thing, the Spain ban
The
would
Spain
be
ban makes sense.
what someone would ban against Optimus.
Right. But the other thing is that um, I believe
I don't
General
know.
Warwick has banned it every series. He just maybe Optimus doesn't like to play China. Or maybe Ezad doesn't like to play against China.
Maybe, yeah, that would make sense.
But wait, I
I don't
think
know. We see really standard play from Kaynenke. I'm getting like Ungurs vibes from the gameplay, but the unit control doesn't feel like what Ungurs does.
uh-uh.
So yeah, I'm a bit like you. I feel like General Warwick has to be either Opti or Ezad. But for Kaynenke, I'm really confused.
Yeah, because this Dutch game was not. I don't know Ungers to play Dutch like this.
Yeah.
Or so if we go back to the thing, if we go back here, these don't really look
So
like.
Kaynenke played British, India, and Dutch. So that's definitely not kynesie. Uh,
Like a
these are saves that JulianK plays, I think.
does Julian play India?
Doesn't he play a bit of everything? I don't know, man.
I don't know if he played. That's the thing. I don't know if he played India. At first, like going into this, I thought Kaynenke might have been kynesie, but then he doesn't play. I mean, he actually did play. He did
There
play
was no
Dutch.
Aztecs yesterday. Uh, Did he play? There was a ports game, but on Manchuria, but not going water and going spies instead. So, was it Kaynenke or Major Cooper? I don't remember which one of them played that way. I think it was Kaynenke though.
Noel is saying that General Warwick is Yuki and Kaynenke is Ezad?
The Civ picks are really
Yeah,
what Yukietty plays, but the playstyle isn't.
well, Yukietty does do water with Germany, but I feel like General Warwick is Ezad because Ezad
Yeah,
does that as well.
the India play just really gives me um Ezad vibes. But Kaynenke banning Spain, so Kaynenke might be thinking that General Warwick is Opti.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hmm.
The problem is Ezad and Opti's playstyle is so similar.
Hmm.
I mean, this could be Yukietty. Yukietty does like to play Dutch. He does play India. Everybody plays Brits.
Yeah, because everybody thinks Brits are OP.
I was thinking Major Cooper was Ezad though, but Major Cooper may have been Optimus.
Hmm.
Interesting. So,
Interesting. Yeah. Okay, I am going to be right back in a minute.
yep, take a little break. I'm going to think about what they're going to play on Punjab. So map 4 is Punjab. Punjab. What would we see on Punjab? Hmm. I'm going to say Kaynenke is going to play Germany. I don't know if anybody plays Haudenosaunee. What would Ezad play here? Not ports. You think ports? I was thinking auto. Maybe Japan? But I don't think Ezad's really an auto player. Like at first I thought it would probably be like somebody play auto, somebody play Germany. Could be a Japanese map, but I guess you get Japan out of the way so that you can do Russia on game 5. I think game 5 might be a Russia mirror.
All right, I am back.
Welcome back. I'm trying to figure out the what do they do from here? Like game 4, maybe it's Japan versus Germany.
What's the next map?
Punjab. Punjab, however you
Hmm.
pronounce it. I was thinking Ezad plays Japan. I'm pretty sure Kaynenke is going to play Germany. But Ezad doesn't really play France. Doesn't really play Dutch. Could play Ottoman. I know ports are there, but ports aren't as strong as without that one card, so I don't know if you'd play ports here. You can get 3 TPs though. You can do like ATP, but I feel like you could save that for like Dakota. But
Yeah,
maybe everybody plays
not
France on Dakota.
no Spain as well. Yeah, I feel like Germany is logical for K&K. As for General Warwick, I'm not sure. Maybe Japan, yeah.
But we do have, I believe the game is up.
Oh. Indeed.
So no more guessing, let's just figure out what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I was wrong.
Yeah, I was wrong too.
Interesting. So let's pause it real quick, get the overlay up, fix the scores. But we have Germany for Ezad.
You're really convinced.
Or
Convinced.
excuse me, it's Russia. Russia. We have Russia for Ezad. And France for Yukietty? Maybe?
Question mark?
Question mark. And we gotta update the scores, so General Warwick has 2.
Russia? He said Russia?
Ezad Russia. Alright, are you ready?
Yeah, I am.
3, 2, 1. We are set. We are on Punjab with France versus Russia. This is a great matchup. I love this matchup in EPL. I like playing it from France's side, but what are your thoughts, Tete? What do you like about this matchup? Who do you like?
I think France has an edge, but you have to play perfectly.
Right, it's on
Like
France.
if you throw units, if you miss your timing, your windows, if you get punished on your age up and things like that, then you might be in trouble. But if you do everything perfectly, which was something someone like Kaiser Klein was really good at doing, then yeah, France is pretty good versus Russia.
Right. Like, it's kind of France's match to lose. Like, if they play perfectly, there's not too much Russia can do to outplay them. However, if they make a mistake, it's usually pretty easy for Russia to capitalize on.
Yeah, right. France making a mistake can result in Russia getting away with an age drop or being able to steamroll a fight with a lot of units, and it can go downhill pretty fast for France because Russia outscales France quite early.
It does, yep. It's kind of like I think for me, it's France surviving to H3, and then doing something with like their Falcons or the Cuirassier mass.
Yeah, agreed.
But so far, it's been pretty quiet. I like that Russia is going for this 100 food, which will help them age up a little bit faster.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Russia usually has a little bit of a time.
Oh, Kaynenke's herding is awful though.
Oh, that's a big. Oh, and it shoots it away as well. I mean, these are little small things that people don't realize how big they are, but having 6, 7 villagers, what, 5 walking,
It's huge because
five
it
5 seconds away.
It didn't go trading post, which most French players do. So you went market, but
He's
if you
okay.
go market with the yaks and you have a decent herding, you can easily age up 13.
He did age up
Okay,
13.
he did it, but he idled a lot and he doesn't. Yeah,
He's gonna be
I'm
up at
not
like
sure.
402, 405, which it's not the worst, but still, I mean, he's not getting gang saw. He still has 7 vills on food.
Wait, France has a new card that buffs crossbow pike.
Yeah, obviously.
Sans Suisse. Okay.
Have you not been playing this game for the past few months? Also,
Um,
they have this card.
My bad, I guess.
They have Royal Fencing School, which gives them the regular fencing school, but
Infantry,
then they get 3 Royal
Skeleton.
Musketeers with it.
Okay.
So,
So yeah, that's I mean, a good fencing school card, I guess. Yeah.
will be interesting. Kaynenke is completely aware of,
He's kind of fault in deck again. Oh, what is going on? Why is he sending full CDB forward?
they're gonna kill the villagers. Cause there's only 2 vills here.
That's no way that works. Even in melee,
In
this
melee they
Brickax
do,
is too far
no, they
forward.
do 13 because he has Blunderbuss.
Ah!
You don't send
Okay.
you don't need Minutemen. You bring your villagers, your CDVs.
This
Oh, it's gonna
Brickax
be
is gonna go
close.
up.
It's gonna be close.
Oh,
Yeah, it's going up.
oh,
It's going up. It's going up. Oh!
oh, oh.
So close. Oh no.
Okay. I'm having super strong ace vibes from this.
What's weird is that Vill had 5 HP and now it has 7. Like, if it's in a building, does it heal?
Oh, the hero is coming in. He's gonna try to go for a snipe, I think.
Yeah, but the Vill's back in base, so.
Uh, yeah,
He is gonna
small
pick
play
up.
from Warwick.
So he picks up the 75 wood. He does have 1 TP. Oh, I thought he was building a. No, just the mango groves right there for line of sight. I thought he was building a barracks right next to the blockhouse.
Okay, what do you think of the barrack starts versus Russia?
Going pikeman. Expecting the Cossacks to come out.
Hey, never mind. Yeah.
So, one Cossack was looking for the explorer. I mean, it's not bad having the pikeman because his herding has been atrocious. So it's been very unfortunate. Like, France, you want to have another hunt underneath his base. And because of the racks, Russia's just going Strelets
Yeah.
in
That's the
spice trade.
strength of the rickshaw if you keep it alive. Because he never scouted the barracks with the explorer, but he saw it with the rickshaw, so he's just starting straight ahead, which is the right answer.
Right. And spice trade. Pretty greedy from Russia.
Yeah, we get some big names in the chat. We've got the one and only biggest ever tournament winner. And some scrubs named Lord Raphael. Never heard about him.
This. I'm so confused at who Kaynenke could be. I'm pretty sure
Church now?
I'm pretty sure General Warwick is either one or like either Ezad or Optimus. But the other person, I am confusion. Stable going up, but I don't think it's gonna get up. I like how
It
Kaynenke
might, yeah.
just pops in and out, sniping the Strelets with the villagers,
Yeah.
even
He
sniping the
didn't lose any
Cossacks.
infantry units. So he's getting idled quite a lot though. Sending 3 Haas. I kinda dislike it.
It is funny that the villagers have longer range than the Strelets.
Yeah, they do, but it's not cost effective at all.
Right. If
You lose so much villager time. And right now he's gonna clean the straight out, but he still got idle veils behind because he was shooting with them.
I mean, he's cleaned up a lot of the Strelets. But he needs to pull back
Yeah.
because he's gonna lose everything else.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough infantry to support these 3 hussars, sadly. That's why I don't like the pike start. I don't think they accomplish anything.
And I think it just gets harder and harder for France because they're running out of hunts. Like he needs this hunt in and he needs this other hunt in, and it's just not. They're not getting hunted in, and Russia again is kind of on that scaling path because he went spice trade. So Russia's just getting stronger, and France is kind of
Getting weaker, actually. He's
yeah.
sending unit shipments. So Russia is sieging the TP right now. He doesn't have the biggest army, so maybe these 8 bows plus 5 hussar batch can do something. But it has to work for France to stay in this game and perhaps snowball into, like, you know, killing that blockhouse. And General Warwick is just a tiny bit slow reacting, so he's gonna lose a few muskets. And these hussars might do a good job.
I mean, there's no units here for General Warwick, so like he kind of has been skipping a lot of stuff. Oh, he's building up a base up top. There's a stable and a
Yeah.
blockhouse up there. Because usually you put the two blockhouses right next to each other, and that's like a you can't pass.
Yeah, it's also a strong anti-cav, which what Russia struggles with usually.
Yep. But I
But
think
yeah,
this is
he's
gonna
gonna
get
get
cleaned
cleaned
up.
up
He's gonna lose this blockhouse as well, and the 5 musketeers that are about to pop out. Yep.
Is Kaynenke going for it though? Yeah, he is. Okay, he knows that this blockhouse will most likely go down, so catching the muskets is the right play, and you can always go back to the blockhouse later.
I don't think Kaynenke is gonna age up.
Running Stradet? No. He's committing to this.
Yeah, he's going
sending Royal Fencing School now.
right. And he can just pull back because he has a couple of. Oh, he just got a batch of 1 out.
But now he's kind of getting a bad trade.
Yeah, the Strelets are doing a good job. He just needs to turn around and fight with the Huss. He has enough infantry here behind this. Just needs to snipe the Musketeers, kill off the Huss, and then, or kill
Yeah.
off the Cossacks, and
Great macro from General Warwick there. Dealt with the hussars really fast.
I think
How
he
good
needs.
does these Royal Musketeers? 44 pistol tag. Okay, yeah, it's
It's
a
the
MOBA.
it's that MOBA ability, but I think they promote. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, but 106 HP though, they're just gonna die really fast.
Or
Okay,
maybe
so Kaynenke is committing to H2. He has to make this work somehow. Either keep cleaning up Russia while he can before the mass gets too critical, or, you know, try to back up, regroup, and go for a timing with like Pioneers and go all in with CDVs. Yeah, 5 more Cossack Stradets from the back. And all these trades are, you know, slowly but surely Russia is getting further and further ahead.
right. Russia went scaling cards, and he's still trading. Plus, Russia. This is where Russia wants to be.
Movement as well.
And this whole thing, France is behind enemy lines at this point. Gonna get cleaned up. More Huss coming in, or more Cossacks coming in. The Huss are a little bit behind.
Yeah, so France is still quite far ahead in eco, 31 CDBs to 33 villagers, but he got cleaned up, and now his resources are not safe at all.
Right, Boyers is coming in.
Yeah.
So that just buffs all of Russia's army. It's not as strong as it used to be, but still.
This is so good. Cossacks get really, really strong with that card, and sure that's also.
Yeah, I think what France has to do, if they're gonna play H2, they have to fight with CDBs.
Yeah.
Like you have to go for that food in the middle, and then fight with the CDBs so that they can tank.
Clean a fight, destroy the blockhouse, gather, take another fight, pull CDBs,
Right.
etc., etc., and snowball every fight like this, despite having really low reinforcement. Not a bad trade for France there, cleaning all the Cossacks, and killing some infantry as well. But
Right. This is
gonna be
good.
enough?
Like
It always feels like you're really close to breaking Russia, but you're not. And scores are okay-ish for France, but the longer it goes, the worse it's getting.
Right, like what he
Look
did in
at his
that last fight,
reinforcements now.
where
2
he
mosque, 1 house.
pulled like his CDBs to tank the Strellet fire. Like Strelets do like 4 damage to a villager. So if you
Oh,
have
hit rate on the top.
enough of them, it's good. And I'm at 13-13.
Yeah, pausing the game a little bit.
So he is picking up the little bit of musketeers down there, but does he lose? He loses 2 CDBs. Does he lose a 3rd one?
Yeah,
And I'm at
can kill some Cossacks, but
28, 29, 30,
yeah,
31.
same.
And just Russia's doing a great job of continually pushing both sides. Pushing the hunt at the bottom, pushing the hunt at the top, making sure France has to think about where they're gathering food.
Yeah, now he's gathering under the blockhouse, so he's got this CDB support to fight.
Right, this is what France wants. They need their villagers in there to actually win the fight.
And what Russia wants is actually doing that, just poking, disturbing this French economy gathering.
I hope
And,
I hope the next
yeah.
card is Pioneers.
Pioneers, yeah. Pioneers and go all in. I think that's
Yeah.
his best bet.
Because look at the scores, it's now Russia favored, which that's never good. But where are these cav going? Oh. He sees the dead hunt.
Pioneers.
He sees the dead
Yeah.
hunt, but he's not. Oh, and he just saw it get shot. He's not going for it though.
Yeah, probably busy with his CDB's micro in the middle.
2 more houses, or oh, he's gonna pick up 2 vills though.
That's very ballsy from General Warwick, just dropping up houses and gathering there.
Yeah, I mean he's been slowly moving along that line, and getting
Yeah.
the 2 vills and just going away. I like it. Those husks can come back later and do more damage. He could actually turn this if no.
He needs to win a fight super convincingly with the Pioneer CDBs.
Look at the villagers just gathering underneath the blockhouse.
Yeah, 360 HP. Good luck killing them with 40% range resist.
All right, so they're tanking the
So many
blockhouse
husks, though.
and adding some pikes in.
Oh, General Warwick's Fortress Age. Okay, yeah, that's now or never for France.
Okay, sending 13 musketeers. Yeah, I guess. And look at this wall coming across.
Yeah, I think you just want units. I don't think Falconets would be a thing at all here. And France needs to push Russia resources, which is mostly on the top left side of the map. Going for a wall there? Okay.
I mean, France still has like that upper section that's completely untouched. It has a hunt up there, a mine up there. 2 cav are coming in at the bottom. They could catch another couple vills.
It will. He's gonna see a lot of them actually.
He sees
There's 4
4.
on the gold mine. And 2 more on the tree line.
So 4 more husks being split off to go deal with those vills. The other vills ran the opposite direction, so they'll get away. 3 pikemen to go for a raid, or burn down the TP.
Yeah, a good raid for Kaynenke. Skull's not looking so good though.
No, not at all. Cav archers are there, but I don't think they're gonna accomplish too much. Actually, oh yeah, they get 1. But this fight's gonna be really hard for France to win.
He's got a lot of cav though, but he's pulling back. Is he trying to 8 right now? No, he's got 5 more husks on the way. So he has to fight with CDBs there.
Yeah, he needs his CDBs in the front. He needs to tank.
He's losing so many muskets though.
Yeah, they're just bleeding out. Things are not looking good. It's 45 vills to 41. And this is, I mean, this is the big fight. He does have his CDB tanking now, but
Yeah, but it's really sad. He lost all his muskets, so he's got no firepower behind his hussars.
yeah. And these cav archers, well, some of the cav archers are shooting the wrong way. They're shooting the vills. And I mean, with the musketeers meleeing down the cav archers,
Have HP being sent in, but all the units are gonna get cleaned out before the shipments come in.
yeah. And with the scores the way they are, this is just very far in General Warwick's favor.
Yeah, and Kaynenke is resigning, yeah. GG.
Yeah, it's interesting for France because, like we were saying, you just have to go to H3. Like you can't beat Russia in H2 unless you have a strong timing push where you can really kill everything and then get on the
Yeah,
resources.
it's clean everything, destroy the blockhouse, and right-click the resources. These are the three things that you need to snowball in under like a minute or a minute and a half, and not giving Russia any breathing room behind that. And you can all in it with Pioneer's push, but yeah, I feel like the execution wasn't the greatest for Kaynenke, unfortunately.
Well, if you would have just killed that villager, and that would have been a difference maker. The villager building the blockhouse. Like, I don't know if it would have caused too much of a difference because he just sends another villager forward and there's like one tap left on the blockhouse, but being like killing
Getting
two
2 vills
village,
is huge.
right,
Even though you're not gathering with 4 CDBs, so you're not gathering with 5 vills, you're still killing 2. And like Russia early game is gonna be so much worse because of that.
right. Russia's timings on all of their like all their batches and things like that are very like concise, and
Delayed, yeah.
you
The rush
need
is the same, but the follow up is just really bad.
so very interesting game. I'm surprised
Yeah,
that
okay. I didn't know that like blunderbuss CDB with in melee could actually deny a blockhouse. So it's the first time I see that.
yeah, I mean since they nerfed Minutemen so they can't deny the H1 blockhouse, I guess you just go blunderbuss and pull your villagers forward.
Was that the? Do you think that was the plan with the market start instead of the training post?
I mean, you get a market in transition as France anyway, but
But
um,
then your blunderbuss timing might be a bit late.
right?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess I mean it was well thought out. It was a little cheesy, but in the end, it didn't really pay off. I think if you deny that blockhouse as France, like if Kaynenke just heard it a little bit, if he had better hunts under his town center, denies the blockhouse, you just are free to go H3.
Yeah, and then the barrack start also makes sense because you're
I
not gonna get pressured by Stradets. So you know, like going for 10 mask semi is free,
mhm.
and yeah,
I think in that case you don't even have to go barrack start. Like I just like going stable start and then just build like 5 Huss, and if you can kill like 1 or 2 of the Cossacks, Russia can't push forward because your 5 Huss are going to be raiding their low eco the whole time. So they need to like stay back and try to defend, and you just use your 5 Huss to
mm,
almost being offensive, so that Russia has to play defensive, so that you can get away with going up to H3.
yeah. Mido is he's making a fair point though. He's saying that you can't start stable after going for the blunderbuss CDB push on the blockhouse, which makes sense because then you're gonna get a batch of 3 hussars most likely,
Hmm.
and you can't even defend 5 Cossack with 3 huss. So
True. I mean, we are diving into different parts of the game that I haven't seen in a long time. So it is kind of interesting that there are just new things that like we haven't been seeing recently.
yeah, exactly.
So it is 3-1. So now we're back again to the guessing game. What do they play on map 5, which is Pampa Sierra,
Hey, hmm.
Japan Mirror?
With Russia and Dutch out of the way, and India as well for both players.
Well, there's still Russia for Kaynenke. But I'm doing a Japan mirror.
And yeah, I feel like one of them will go Japan. I'm not sure you're gonna see a Japan mirror, but
Okay, if it's not a Japan mirror, then
what else then?
I think Kaynenke will go Russia. Russia versus Japan here.
Ooh, Russia versus Japan on Pampasieras. That reminds me Daruga versus Lord Raphael.
His explorer wasn't dead. No, his explorer was getting the 75 wood treasure right below the blockhouse. And then he brought it up afterwards looking for that low HP villager. But yeah, if he had the explorer and the Nat Scout punching away, I think he could have easily taken that.
Yeah, looks like players are in game.
The game is up. All right, let's see. Is it a Japan versus Russia?
No, it is not, but one of them is playing Japan.
Is it Japan versus Aztec?
Close one.
Ah, what? What?
What?
What?
What?
Japan
General
versus
Warwick
Port?
and Ports?
What is this? Did not expect that. Port gets nothing out of this map. But
And okay.
we'll have to see how it all pans out. So it is General Warwick on ports, and Kaynenke is playing Japan. Interesting. All right. Let us hop into game number 5. And we have the score right, 3-1. Yep. All right. You ready, Hatete?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
115.
1-1-5. All right, I'm curious about this. I've seen this
Okay.
matchup, but not on this map.
Thoughts on this map? Okay, I hope he's got a really good game plan versus Japan. Otherwise, he's gonna be in huge trouble in the mid-off section of the game.
Right, like usually you see ports versus Japan on a water map like Florida, and ports is going full water, and then Japan's trying to contest the water while kind of booming on land. That sort of.
Something like that, or some Portuguese advanced training posts on Central Plains, you know?
Right.
But ports on no TP map with livestock as well, which is good for Japan because they have 2 explorers plus the orchard picture.
Right. So he's going in. He's gotten 2 of the llamas so far. He's gonna get
3 now with the orchard.
4 out of the 6.
It's already a big win. Because not only you get an eco buff from that, but denying llamas for ports makes it like ports is gonna struggle to 10-10 if they want to do it.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna say, I was like, I thought there are 8 on this map. There are 8.
Yeah, they are. He won 10-10 anyway. He started market in the house.
Yep. So 12 age up. I'm curious about the first card for Japan. It is Heavenly Kami. And then Ports hasn't quite picked a deck yet, or sending in a shipment. I wonder if he just saves it. Because there's really nothing that, like, Ports usually have to find a way to spend their age 1 card. And because he's not going water or going TPs, might as well just save it for age 2. And looks like that's what he's decided to do.
Yeah, Kevin is pointing out that he's expecting a native playstyle from Warwick. So there's Mapuche.
Yeah.
Except from sieging, they're just not great.
Right.
But wait, you have Bolus Riders now? What's that unit? Range Cavalry?
They're like
Slow down enemies. Oh, okay. It's like a goon.
it's like a goon with range snare. Like you could
With
put it,
range snare. Okay.
yeah. So you can put like a hit the TC in the middle, get some Mapuches
Go
and
for
go
a native treaty.
burn down shrines, but like I don't know how good the other Bolo warriors, because there's two types of Nats on this map, and I don't know.
Yeah, you have previously named Incas, but they are like Quechua now. Is that on it?
Hmm. And Port
Kind of
still hasn't.
chanting tent. But
Port
yeah,
is still hiding their deck. They haven't chosen it yet.
interesting.
So if it is a Nat deck, he doesn't want to show it until like he is already aged up.
Yeah.
But typically, you only scout the deck once, and you scout it like at like 2 or 3 minutes, because that's when you have time to scout it. But usually after that, you don't really look at your opponent's deck.
And Torii gates for Kaynenke.
That is interesting, because he went Heavenly Kami, but he's going Torii Gates. Typically, I feel if you're gonna go Torii Gates, you want to just do
Wait, he went Heavenly Kami and Torii gates?
yeah. And he has the Cherry Blossom card, which I've never seen in my life.
Yeah.
So
Just not a good shipment at all.
yeah,
I feel like.
he has 2 shrines, 4 shrines.
Okay, so Torii gates, Heavenly Kami, 50 pop of shrine, building more now. No ports consulate.
All right, there we go. 700 wood and spice
Kaynenke
trade.
is the master of confusion. I don't know. Polius first as well. So no 600 wood to build shrines.
Wait, watch where this military rickshaw goes. What's that up to? Okay, it's just building it right
I
there.
don't know.
There's a spy
Building
coming
a
out.
Rex.
Oh, we got a spy coming out to go shank some monks. Oh, he's gonna find one.
Yeah.
He's gonna find one.
Good adaptation. I mean, you see Heavenly Kami in deck, so yeah, going for a church and a spy. And Kaynenke not reacting instantly, so he can unpoof. Forward Rex, spy straight first for General Warwick.
And then eight crossbows coming out after that. The Nat TP, nothing coming out from the Nat TPs.
Yeah, not even building it, so.
But
Trying to go for the crossbow aggression, which I do like versus Heavenly Kami start. But versus Torigate though, I mean 4 drags and like the Splash of Ash is only gonna be 3 of them.
right,
Maybe 4, yeah, 4.
the 18
not
crossbows, they could burn down this racks. It's outside of the TC range. Like he could just be on the left hand side of it and just burn down the racks, and there's nothing Japan can do.
I'm not sure if you would be able to like have solo siege. And
Right.
I feel like you kind of want to just poke the orchards all the time and
Right.
prevent Japan from gathering.
Right now he does, but I'm just saying, like after the pikemen come in, like that Rax is gone because it's out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean 13 bows. There's gonna be a batch of Yumis, but only 4 of them, which is not gonna be enough at all. So the Explorer can just siege if General Warwick is bringing pikes, which he is, 5 pikes.
Yeah.
And this Rex is gonna go down. Yeah.
Rax is going down. The cherry orchards are in the wrong place. We have 21 bills inside the TC. And Daimyo. Daimyo and a second Rax being built, so things are not looking good. This is an interesting way.
I would have sent 5 Yumis there, but I think whenever you see crossbow pike as Japan, you just spam Yumis, right? But Okay, Daniel, maybe he wants to countering Cav. His gold mine is forward. Is an awful position for
Yeah, his gold mine's
a gold
forward.
mine.
The daimyo, I mean, the daimyo might get a few swings off, but oh, very nice micro from General Warwick.
Yeah, he's gonna sacrifice that. Sacrifice that crossbow.
Maybe he was just trying to put it in the corner of the map.
Kaynenke just can't fight that. Like, there's so many units for the Portuguese player.
Yeah, and at this
He's
point,
mixing muskets as well, just to be safe.
he did find, he has found the explorer, but his spy is all the way on the other side of the map. And I think General Warwick has scouted the entire map. Yeah, he's scouted the whole map because that spy has been looking for that explorer. At this point, you just take the pikemen and start sieging down all the shrines that are around the map.
Yeah, that's exactly what Warwick is going to do. He identified 2 shrines on the bottom left side of the map, so he's sending a couple pikemen to siege them, and the rest of his pikemen on the right hand side of the map. Sieging shrine. I think his pressure did work and forced the reaction, forcing the daimyo shipment. And
First in the demo, getting another racks down, which is essentially 2 shrines. It's like killing 2 shrines. Because that explorer can't build 2 shrines. And meanwhile,
so it was decent pressure from ports, but still, Japan is on 120 pop of shrine with heavily kami, and he's got starting to pump out a decent mess of Yumis. And I feel like he's in an okay spot.
yeah, he's in an okay spot, but I think like port getting spice trade, so sending that so early and almost being even in bills at this point, plus the fact that he's going to be sieging all the shrines, like it's
a matter of time before port takes the lead in economy. Right now Japan is still slightly ahead, and I mean Warwick is doing a fantastic job at denying shrines. He killed so many of them already. He's got his muskets on the left side, some pikes on the bottom left that cannot be contested at all.
And so,
and reaching the 4, I mean, going for the 4th.
Yeah, clicking up right now while Kaynenke is just making naggies. Like he's using the 600 coin to make naggies and then sending another 600 coins. So not the best spot to be in as Japan.
Yeah, he's got the consulate now. He's got 500 export. He needs to spend that export on like clubs most likely, and start sieging at town center because he's on the timer right now.
Right, he's losing shrines.
He went for a big move there. Oh, he might. Yumis are gonna kill a couple of Vios, but he won't be able to get a good fight versus the main army.
Oh, the TC.
Oh.
He needs to just put it down.
Oh, TC Wagon escorted by the army. Giga Chad move there.
Oh, that's a good place to put it.
Yumis are getting good value on the villagers though.
I mean, they're fighting musketeers.
Following you up to the H3 as well.
So, just moving, getting some good idle time by moving some vills around. And Japan's about to click up as well.
Going please choose an alliance for your consulate. Like, you can get a bank from the Dutch cons. Oh, that's what he's gonna do actually, yeah. We could also go for a Japanese consulate.
Right,
and
either
these
one.
Yumis have killed quite a few girls.
Right, these Yumis, like, they've actually paid for themselves rather well. He needs to poof the Explorer back, though. Oh, he won't quite get it. Does he get another Vill? No, he misclicked. I mean, all in all, it's actually a pretty even state right now.
Yeah, except General Warwick is in H3 much before Japan, so I'm thinking if he goes for 3 organ guns now, then he can apply a lot of pressure, and that's exactly what he's doing actually.
Yep.
Veteran musketeers as well.
I mean, the Yumis are actually going to get a decent trade on the pikes.
They are, and Ports is down to 36 Vils due to the Yumi raid, so Japan's ahead in eco, but he's far behind in text and age. And yeah, General Warwick is gonna clean up some of the Yumis, and he's got the organ guns popping anytime soon.
But if he goes Flaming Arrow, oh no, he goes 7 Vil first. Going greedy. I think if he goes 2 Flaming
Oh,
Arrows first, he is perfectly fine here.
yeah. Does he expect the 3 organ guns first, though? I think you do when you see veteran musketeers, right?
But I think it'll be alright. Because if he cancels the Vils and just goes straight for the Flaming Arrows, they'll be up in time. But he also has a castle up, so...
Yeah. He's gonna take damage, though.
Yep.
But yeah.
He cancels
Oh,
them.
and the organs are just shredding these ashes.
And then what does General Warwick do behind this? Just adding in Musketeers. Does he have a second rack somewhere? No, just 1 racks.
Yeah. And 2 flaming arrows being shipped, 1 flaming arrow being trained from the castle as well.
And then going Naggies. Interesting.
Yeah. So, no infantry to cover these flaming arrows. But I guess it's fine as long as General Warwick doesn't have any cavalry, hand cavalry on the field.
He needs to actually ship the bank wagon as the Dutch.
Oh, 8 armored pistoliers incoming for General Warwick.
Ah, Pizza Clan.
Pizza Clan.
Yeah, the Pizza
Is
Clan
that
was
some meme I'm not aware of?
the Pizza Clan was known for hiring armored pistoleros and wrecking havoc on the 3v3 ladder.
Okay.
They would go
Okay.
in. They would go in with only 6 cards in their deck. Savages.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Sounds like talented gamers.
They were from Italy.
Okay.
They were.
Yeah, I mean Pizza Clan.
Right.
Where else?
I don't know if Gario was invited, but he definitely should have been. But now we have the bank wagon coming down, so Japan is fairly ahead in eco, almost ahead 10 Vils.
Yeah, 54 wheels in the bank wagon. Yeah, it's definitely good. He's training Ashigaros now, which makes sense since he's got 3 flaming arrows. Do you go for the Arsenal wagon here? He's got the export for it, but would it be any useful just yet?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
The only thing you really get from it is Yumi HP.
Yeah.
Because you don't benefit from counter infantry rifling.
Yeah, and it's not an advanced arsenal, so you can't have like double flintlock or double paper cartridge with the golden pavilion.
Exactly.
Yeah, huge volley from the organ guns.
Yep. Clears out some of the trees that were there, but now Kaynenke has to send 2 orchards, so he's gonna be a little bit slow on his power curve. Like he's gonna be a little behind. But I mean, if you look at the population, it's 170 to 115. Like Kaynenke does not have a big army.
No, but General Warwick does, especially with these hussars and the armored pistols.
It's a good snare.
Yeah, there's not enough infantry to cover the flaming arrows. I mean, the organ guns are gonna shred the Ashigaros, and then the muskets will be able to kill the flaming arrows. Yeah.
Everything's gone.
And all the organs are alive. And there it is. Kaynenke tapping out.
GG. So it is a best of 7, so that's it.
Yeah, General Warwick taking it 4-1.
That's quite an interesting end to the series. Both of us were very surprised by the port pick, and it was played to perfection, I'd say.
Agreed. Yeah, really good game plan, punishing the Japanese start and following up to his 3, applying the pressure with the organ guns. Yeah, I didn't know about the Allied pastry shipment for pots, but since they don't have Mamluks anymore, then I guess it's a good shipment. Yeah.
Wait, ports don't have Mamelukes anymore? They got.
I think that's what Olivesa told me yesterday.
Wow. I mean, it is a solid shipment because they are super strong units and they like keep the rest of your units alive.
Crazy stats, man. 600 HP almost, and 60% melee resist.
Yeah, you put them in melee and they don't die. But they also
Yeah.
have like area of effect attack, so they're like super jacked musketeers. Um,
And
we will be
yeah.
getting the player review here in a second. I just have to wait for that to come through. But I believe Kevin is sending me
So,
that.
who do you think the finalists were?
I want to say that I want to say General Warwick is Ezad after watching this.
Yeah. Yeah, I do agree. I had high suspicion that it could be Optimus, but I'm really thinking that was Ezad gameplay here. The India game, the German water, this sports gameplay as well really feels Ezad-esque.
Ah.
But no Nats though, so
All right, you guys ready
I don't
for?
know.
Hold
I
on.
feel like consider Ezad or Opti. General Wall Weekend for Kaynenke, I don't know. I have like some Yukietty vibes from the Sith pace, but some Ace vibes from the gameplay as well, so I'm not sure.
Let me see. Here's the bracket.